my name is Claddy, and today I have, of course you can already tell, this is the signature makeup bag for Merit, and I have here inside of this bag a few makeup items for Merit. I got these during the Black Friday, Cyber Monday sales, and yeah, finally it arrived, and I believe this is the final package of the year 2024 that I have to test. Like, that's very ignorant, like have to test. I am very thankful that I have this chance and I have the resources to spend on these makeup items, and I'm so thankful that in this lifetime I could get my hand on these makeup. So today I'm gonna try them out, and I want to create a Merit inspired look. So with the package you receive this card as well. They say this is the makeup that you can live in. It's vegan, cruelty-free, skin-centric. Impossible to mess up products designed to meet the reality of your daily routine. So I think the aesthetic of Merit is very skin focused and real skin focused. Everything is about a makeup, no makeup look, like an easy, effortless, but like classy kind of look. So I do want to kind of like mimic that look using these products, also some other products from my collections. And yeah, I hope you enjoy this video. First of all, I don't have anything on my face right now except some kind of moisturizer that I applied a few hours ago. And my skin today probably not at the best condition to do that kind of like makeup, no makeup, but effortlessly flawless kind of look, because I have some breakout. Probably came from the fact that I didn't remove the makeup that I applied yesterday probably. That's usually happened when I have like a heavy full face of makeup on, but then I didn't go deep enough into the double cleansing process. But overall it's not bad. Like, I can feel a little bit of texture. There's some redness and some bumpiness. I can see, yeah, some prone to acne kind of areas resurface on my skin. Maybe this is a good time to test out this product. This is the Merit Great Skin Instant Glow Serum. So this is a serum. It's a bi-phase serum with kind of an oil base and a hydro base, two layers, two components of the serum separated. It says instantly hydrates and plump skin for a smooth glass-like appearance, leaving the skin calmer, brighter, and more even over time. Designed as a base for the minimalist or bare skin. So the reason why I purchased this very expensive serum is that this is a skincare and makeup hybrid, more on the skincare side. So with this amount of money, I don't remember it exactly. I of course bought it during the Black Friday sale, so I got 20% off. But overall it's still a very expensive serum with that 20% off already. But I believe this is a serum that can use as a step in your skincare routine. Also, you can use this as a primer. So because it's kind of the in-between. For this price, I think it's kind of worth it to try it as a skincare item. I would never pay this amount of money for a primer, because I don't think I could use that much out of a primer to pay an exuberant amount for the primer. But this serum has 2% niacinamide. My skin loves niacinamide. 4 types of hyaluronic acid, okay, caffeine-rich cacao seed extract, Japanese gold thread root, pH balance for a healthy skin barrier. So I believe, looking at the appearance of this product, I think we are supposed to shake it and mix the two layers together. And maybe I'm gonna start off with one pump. Ooh, it's actually 1.5 pump. So like the first pump is kind of like a little pump, and then I have another full pump. Okay. I can definitely feel the oil. I'm not sure it's gonna stay greasy on the skin, or this feel gonna go away. Like sometimes an oil-based product can sink in your face very quickly. Definitely feel some residue right now. But hopefully it hydrates my skin, it smooths the skin, and with the niacinamide it can calm down the redness and the texture on my face. It's definitely a little bit of a oily, greasy, you know, typical oil-based kind of product feeling on my face, but not too crazy though. It's still like comfortable enough, and I feel like, oh, it starts to sink in already. And I truly adore this kind of experience. Merit is, I don't think a luxury brand, but definitely a high-end brand. But the feeling of this component, like the glass bottle, the cap, and the weight of it feels really nice. Feels like, oh, in a way I can justify the money that I already put in this product. And yeah, it has 50 ml in it. Looking at the mirror right now, I feel like it's hydrated but not too glossy, which is a good sign. I'm gonna use a little bit of this Dior Flash Perfector concealer. I've been testing, also loving this kind of concealer. It has a matte natural finish with medium coverage, and the finish has been pretty flawless lately. Like I can tell that every time I try to use this product, I get a pretty decent kind of coverage without any cakiness. So like I said, we are aiming for that Merit makeup no makeup, only enhancing the natural features on our face. So it would be a good chance for this concealer to shine again. I already really love it, so just want to fit it in today's video. And it doesn't look like makeup at all. I'm blending it with a dry sponge because I'm quite lazy at this time of the day already to wet my sponge, so I'm just use a dry sponge to blend the concealer. And I try not to use a lot of concealer. I do have a huge breakout today, but because the aesthetic of the brand is very natural, mostly to let your skin shine through the makeup, and definitely the brand doesn't have any emphasis on the coverage, especially with the minimalist stick, you know, like that concealer foundation stick. I believe that particular product doesn't provide any coverage, any high coverage, so they definitely would fit in the aesthetic of the brand. And I have this clear brow soap with me. I'm just gonna use a spoolie to like brush a little bit of soap through my brows. I feel like in all of the ways that I do my eyebrow, this is the most natural way, because it's a clear brow gel, kind of, but it also has a little bit of hole on my eyebrow as well, so I think I have some definitions on my eyebrow, but it doesn't look like I overdo it. So like sometimes when I actually want to like fill in the gap between my eyebrows, I use like an eyebrow pencil. It defines my eyebrows definitely, but sometimes I just put too much product in and it's like have a block of eyebrow. But just using a clear brow gel or like a clear brow soap like this does give my eyebrow a little bit of a feathery look. The next product I purchased from this brand is this Bronze Balm. It's a cream bronzer stick. I have the shade, Siene, like S-E-I-N-E, Siene, Shine, Siene. Is it the name of a place? Like, is the name of a city? I'm clueless. I believe this is the third shade from the lightest in this light, so probably the one in the middle. Wow. Okay, you can actually twist it up like this. I feel like this is like a whole new level of experience. This packaging is a little bit clumsy, like because of the twist up mechanism. It does feel a little bit clumsy, but the look of it is really nice. But it's plastic, also very lightweight, so I feel like this is, yeah, can you hear that? This is like a little bit of a cheap plastic packaging, but I mean the product is what we care about. I picked the third shade because looking at the color, I feel like this could be a nice neutral option. Also, I've heard about the formulation of this Bronze Balm. It's a sheer kind of a gel bronzer. It's not a cream matte type of bronzer, you know what I mean? So it tends to be quite sheer. So I might benefit from getting a shade that might be a little bit dark on my skin, but I don't think it's gonna be too dark on my skin. It's so blendable, but because of the gel kind of like almost like water based, very hydrating, skincare light kind of texture, it's kind of blend away. Like I can still see the warmth that appears on my face after I blend the product out, but it definitely sink in my skin a little bit. It's super easy to use. I'll definitely apply some more. It's such a nice color. Like it's warm but neutral enough, but then the product is not too pigmented. So it's kind of natural, kind of like dewy, natural, but it's very clumsy. Like when I try to draw it on my face, this twisted part keep moving around. But maybe this is the intention of the product designer. They want this kind of finish. They want this kind of like dewy, glossy, kind of wash out look. They don't want like a creamy, cream to powder, has a little bit more white base type of finish. They want everything to sink into the face and create this glossiness. And I think there's some beauty in it, but I'm not sure how much my oily skin can handle. Like I have oily skin, and I can tell with the primer and this product is already a bit much. Recently I've been using this green powder to color correct my face a little bit, like just to apply it over the top of some redness on my face. So that's what I'm going to do right now. So just a tiny bit of powder. I don't want to take away the dew because I think that's the spirit of this look, but just a little bit of powder. Like I have to. even though I'm trying to achieve that dewy skin, makeup, no makeup, clean girl, all of the buzzwords on TikTok, I still need to stay true to myself. I'm an oily girl, and yes, sometimes I have to understand there's a point of too much dewiness to my skin. When I purchased this product, I received this bag as well, so every time you place an order, if it's your first order on the website, you will receive this signature makeup bag. And I got it because this is my first order with Marriott, but during the Black Friday sales, they will also give you this midi bag. So if you will notice, this kind of like grayish matte blue is the signature color of Marriott. You have it in the box, the bag, so the cardboard box that everything arrives in also has this kind of blue, and they made this unique tiny little bag for the sales, and I think it's adorable. But to be honest, here's the story. I was rushed to purchase everything that I wanted, and also I have to purchase to a certain amount, maybe 75 Australian dollars to get the free shipping. So I just had to like try to purchase everything I want. And then I look up their Instagram and they said that, oh, the limited edition mini bag is gonna be out soon, so they have a limited stock of these little bags. So they announced that, oh, it's gonna be gone soon, and I was like, oh, I have to get everything. I really want this cute little bag. Like, I already got 20% off. I want some extra thing, you know, like it's just a force of habit. I want a good sales. The last day of the sale, they announced that, oh, this bag is gone, but they're gonna put in a free Flush Balm, like a, you know, the kind of cream blush in like a little pot like this. I was like, I would rather choose that Flush Balm in the shade Mood, because they are gonna discontinue Mood. I want that color. I think it described as a soft burgundy. Jeez, it's such a unique brown purple burgundy, but it's quite sheer and muted kind of color. Like, I really want that color, like among the line of the Flush Balm. I want that color the most, so they just gave away Flush Balms in that shade Mood for free. I don't need this bag. This is really cute. This is adorable, but I already have this. I don't know why did they do that to me. Like, maybe I'm in the wrong side for not waiting long enough. I'm quite sad that I got this one instead of that Flush Balm in Mood, because I genuinely want that product together with the other ones that I got from the brand. Instead, I got this one. I don't feel mad about it. Like, in fact, during that day I could go back and then purchase some more items, but it's gonna be out of budget for me. So thank you for listening to my story. What I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna recreate that color and use it as a blush. So I already do some testing. If I mix this blush, this is Deep Peach. This is the Duo Wonder Stick from NYX. This is the shade Deep Peach. If I mixed it with, okay, here it is. This is a lipstick. This is a hydrating lipstick from Burberry. I have the shade, what's it called? Oxblood. So this is a plummy shade. I'm gonna mix it with this peachy brown shade, and relatively it's gonna give me that soft burgundy kind of color. But I have to get the balance of brown and purple right in this concoction. So right now I think I would need more Deep Peach. Okay, this is the best that I can reach to that mood color, and I'm quite sad. Like, this is the first time that I'm genuinely feel a little bit off when I know that even next year if I go back to the website and try to get that color of the Flush Balm, I won't be able to get it. And this is the best that I can do. But maybe this is a good test for my creativity. If I got the Flush Balm right away, I won't be able to figure out how to create this concoction myself. And I've seen a lot of people using that Flush Balm, you know. I feel like the texture of that Flush Balm is not as dewy as the Bronze Balm. I'm not sure. I do feel like it had the sand finish, like a sheer glowy, but also set down to a matte finish. And some of the blush colors are so beautiful, like genuinely. Like next year, if they continue this 20% off sales, I would definitely go back and purchase maybe a few more items, including one cream blush and like a lip oil. Like, I missed out on the tinted lip oil. I feel like I have enough lip products this year already. I don't want to, like, you know, just go out and purchase another tinted lip oil product. I basically tried a bunch of lip oils this year already, so I might have to wait for the sales next year. The last product that I got from Merit, this is the Signature Lipstick. Is it what I call it? It's called Signature Lip. And I got the sand finish. They have released the matte finish, but I got the sand one because, you know, I'm a fan of matte lipstick, but a satin lip, it sounds like the texture that would be comfortable on the lip. You know, I have the shade Baby, which is, I believe it's called neutral pink. It's so comfortable on the lips. I feel like I'm applying some sort of like matte lip oil. It doesn't make sense, but like there's some hydrating quality in it. It feels very lightweight and comfortable, but the color is so true, and this is the color that looks best on my skin tone. I feel like it's the most flattering color on my lips because it has a lot of pink and purple in it, but desaturated, and I have a very high contrast complexion, so lighter skin, dark hair, dark eyes, so I look a little bit paler, so like it's lower my contrast a little bit. Also the purple in the undertone brought out a lot of neutrality in my complexion because I have a lot of yellow. Yellow is the main undertone in my skin, so it's balanced that yellowness. So I feel like everything are brought together with this kind of color. It's so good, and this is definitely a beautiful, like, classic component. It's so, you know, weighted and does look very beautiful. The whole experience with this brand, it's just so nice. And this is like the luxury experience also with the bag as well. I feel like they have invested a lot in the design of the brand, in the aesthetics of the brand, and also in the product themselves. So I feel like this is a unique quality and also a very unique approach to a cosmetic business model. Hi, I didn't expect to come back in this portion of this video with what I'm doing right now, but I think it would be very helpful to add a little bit more information regarding the Merit items that I've been trying. This is maybe the third or fourth times that I tried these products already, and I do have some thoughts. Like, I feel like in the last portions of this video I didn't really have any useful insight, and certainly some new data, some new experience has come up with me
for the time that I have tried these products out, I feel like, oh, maybe I should add some more into that video just to make it a more thorough review. So I think I will test them out again today. The initial update from that first try portions, maybe I'm gonna add another round of review when I have tested them even further in the future. But so far I have used the Merit Grey Skin Instant Glow Serum for maybe 3 times already, and my skin have freaked down lately. So I got a lot of breaks out. I have a lot of like whitehead pimples, a lot of acne and redness around my skin, and my skin is in the process of healing at the moment. That's why it might feel a little bit dry. I'm gonna put this product on my skin right now because I have nothing on my skin, for the reason that the last time that I tried this one is during the time that my skin started to break out, and it was really bad. It was really hurtful. So I feel like, I don't know whether this product is the main reasons, probably because I keep thinking about what in my skincare routine that had changed during that time. What is the new ingredient, what is the new component in my skincare routine that might be the trigger of that breakout. And I feel like I have enough reasons to believe that this glow serum is the only thing new that I tried. It has hyaluronic acid in it, 4 types of hyaluronic acid, caffeine, some extracts, and niacinamide. In fact, my skin loves those ingredients, so there's no reason for me, like initially, to believe that, oh, this would irritate and this would break my skin out. But maybe the oil in this serum really interact in a aggressive way with the oil produced naturally on my skin, and then they have some sort of like chemical reactions that would trigger that breakout. I don't want just to put the blame on that specifically, because that could come to, oh, I'm using a dirty sponge for my makeup. I recently changed my pillowcase because I feel like, oh, I've been keeping that pillowcase for like more than a month already, like I should change it. Maybe that's the reason why I have, yeah, some sort of dust, some sort of bacteria built up in that pillowcase, and that triggered my breakout. I want to like eliminate all of the variables that could make my skin freak out like that. Yeah, that situation so far is one of the worst feelings that I have to experience with my body. So I don't want it to happen again, but this is a good way to put this in a test again. I have nothing on my face, I just washed it. This time I eliminated those factors already. Hopefully I can tell whether this is good for my skin at all. And I pull out a new sponge. This is like a brand new sponge, haven't used it before. So yeah, this is good. This is, I'm prepared for this scenario already. Well, I feel like with this product I only need to use maybe 2.5 pumps. I think the amount that you can pump out from one pump is quite inexcessive. It's like, it's not too much product would come out from the nozzle from one pump anyway. But I'm gonna use a minimum amount of product because I can feel the oil spreading out through my skin, and it stays there. It's kind of a heavy oil. It could be there for the glowy factor of the serum, but for hydrating purposes, I don't like using an oil for hydrating purposes only. Like, I would want to copy a cream or something. I will apply a little bit more because I feel like my skin is extra dry at the moment. I can tell you, every time my skin recovers from a breakout like that. There's a lot of dead skin cell, and because the redness has to go through some regeneration processes, that's why a lot of skin layers have to peel off. So okay, it's more serum to apply than I expected, but hopefully we can actually narrow down whether this particular serum would cause my skin to break out. That would be very helpful because I spent a lot of money on this serum. This is such an expensive expense to be wasted, to know that it breaks my skin out, because I thought, oh, niacinamide and hyaluronic acid, my skin enjoyed those ingredients. I can use this as a hybrid skincare primer product. I hope that it will disappoint me in that way. I'm gonna use a little bit of this Cancer Council Sporting Sunscreen stick. I still want to experiment with that matte look. That's like makeup, no makeup, really effortless, the makeup that you can live in kind of makeup look. And I pulled out like concealer stick like this because I feel like they have a complexion stick, what is it called, like perfect complexion stick or something. During the sale I really wanted to get that product, but then I have to hold myself back because I do have a lot of concealers in my collections already. The last time I didn't wear a lot of makeup, I do think I want to try these products with a little bit more makeup just to see how they cooperate with all product. But every time I pull these products out, like I feel like the intentions of a no makeup look, a clean makeup look is very well captured in this product, and genuinely maybe it's just like a mental image in my mind. Every time I use these matte products, I just want to attempt that kind of look. But I'm not sure, like I really want to try to use them together with other products. But we will see how we feel today. Maybe a little bit more blush, maybe a little bit more powder, applying a little bit of eyeshadow. I have stopped myself from wearing makeup lately. Like I really try to get myself in the mood of wearing more makeup, but then I have that breakout disaster, so I was like, I have to stop just to let my skin recover. Hopefully it won't happen this time. Okay, let's move on this Bronze Balm. I have the third shade in the light. It's called Siene. I haven't checked out how to pronounce that word. I don't know. I mean, it still intimidates me a little bit every time I try to pronounce the word, and then I couldn't find a right way to do it, especially when I'm filming like this. And with me still in the process of learning how to use the English language, I feel like that could be like a big insecurity for me, and I'm trying to deal with it every day. But like sometimes with makeup products that I test out, and then there's a name that I couldn't pronounce, I wouldn't feel that's so important for me to like get out of my way to check the pronunciations. It wouldn't add anything to my life. But trust me, I do take my English very seriously. I plan to stay here in Australia legally for as long as I can. That's why I'm working on my English. That sounds like the craziest thing, but I do take the language very seriously, especially now I have a boyfriend and I have more opportunities to interact with his family, and he has a few nieces and nephews, and it's really important to know what I say because they are like little kids, and they are in the process of running as I am. So I do think it's a responsibility for me to take it and not to confuse them during conversations. Dang, I do like this bronzer. Something about this bronzer is really nice. Maybe it's very sheer. It's more of a kind of a gel, like a jelly base type of product. I mean, this would kind of be the finish if Male Makeup decided this year, 2025, to come out with the jelly bronzer. I have heard some predictions from some content creators that I watch on YouTube. They predicted that Milk would come out with the jelly bronzer, and I was like, that would be really funny, because that product definitely get a lot of love and hate at the same time because it's so finicky to work with. But I think the bronzer, like itself, is already a really nice natural bronzer, but thinking about the finish, it would be kind of the ideal finish. Maybe, wow, now I really want Merit to come out with they have the Flush Balm, the cream blushes in like a little cylindrical component, like a dome shaped cream blush. Maybe the finish is really much like this, but I don't have that product with me, so I cannot compare. I would really, really love a blush that has this finish. That would be really cool. Okay, I'm gonna use this Essence eyebrow gel to fill in my brow, just a little bit. Well, the more I test these brow gels more, the more I like the concept of a potted brow pomade like this. I feel like it's just economical to get this pot, and then you can use it for years unless it dries out. But if you keep it in a closed tight container like this, it would be very, very long lasting. And yeah, it's such a bang for your buck to have like a pomade like this. Like I'm enjoying it, but I think it depends on the formulation as well. Like if you like the formulation, if it's not too creamy, if it's not too runny, you want something a bit waxy, you might still prefer an option of an eyebrow pencils. And I think for the convenience as well, like an eyebrow eye pencil would be like just easier to bring everywhere. You don't need a set brush for it, and you already have the spoolie with you. But I thought I would hate the concept of a brow pomade like this, but it's growing on me. And the last product that I got from Mary this time is this signature lip in the shade Baby. I believe it's described as a neutral pink. I feel like it's such a beautiful color. Is it too dry? I feel like it's a sand lipstick that dried down to have a matte finish, and it does require your lips to be hydrated and exfoliated, or else it will cling to some sort of texture. Okay, it's not too bad today, and it's just my lip a better color. That's actually what my boyfriend told me. It has more pink and purple than my actual complexions, and somehow it pulls out a lot of yellow. Like it counteracts a lot of yellow in my complexions, and it does look my skin to be a little paler when I wear it. But it's very, very close to my natural skin with a hint of purple and pink in it, and it kind of like tilts my way into that pink and purple direction. It neutralized my skin, and just brought out a lot of like neutrality in my complexions. That's why I really like to wear this kind of color. And I actually have given myself a project to find out this kind of color but in other lipstick in my collections, because all of a sudden I realized, wow, this is just a good color in terms of like color theory reasoning. So maybe I can pick up some more lipstick from my collections and try to like test it out in this way. And I have already found a few lipstick and mostly lipsticks. I'm still a bullet lipsticker, and I mean, it's not very surprising. Like, I wouldn't say that, oh, like I didn't realize that I have too many lipstick of the same color. It turns out I have collected quite a few lipsticks of this color, and I have actually enjoyed them. So I feel like, oh, this might be the color that previously I didn't realize why I love it so much. Now I have all of them in front of me. Maybe I can do a video testing them out, like have a little bit of comparisons just to see what is the slight difference in the undertone or in the finish that would make them better or a little bit worse on my skin. But I'm excited to like have all of them here with me and test them out. Actually, I'm gonna do something today. I'm gonna apply this Peripera Mood, I think it's Mood Matte Lip Tint or something. I will have a name down below, but I'm gonna use it. It has a moussey matte finish. I'm gonna use a little bit of it. A cream blush. I'm not sure if you can tell it, but I think this color has a lot more purple in it. But we'll test how it goes on my skin. I don't want to wear too much blush today either, but for the purpose of, oh, I already talked about this color, this pink nude color with a lot of purple in it. Maybe you can call it a neutral pink. Maybe it's a right descriptions, but when it comes to the word neutral, it's up to you to decide whether it's leaning warm, whether it's leaning cool, whether it's straight up, right in the middle, whether the neutrality factor is a brown or it's an orange, it's a red, it's a pink, or it's a blue. With that kind of descriptions, it's very, very subjective. So to me, I definitely want a little bit of purple in it, just to balance everything out. Hey, and sorry for making this video as lengthy as it is right now, and I feel the need of separate this video into multiple parts to really give you a thorough review and update of my experience with these Merit products. But I promise this is the last part. This is me giving you my roundup opinions on these products. So let's start with this Glow Serum. Yeah, Merit Grey Skin Instant Glow Serum. I feel like this is a rather nice glowy serum. I enjoy the concept. I've never tried a product like this with the oil phase and the water base kind of product underneath, and you shake it when you use it. I feel like the texture is quite pleasant as well. As I said in my previous sections, I feel like it's quite oily for my oily skin, and it's definitely very glowy, very glassy, and in a way, even with like makeup on top, I try to powder, I try to use a mattifying primer, or I try to use a little bit more powder than I normally do. I feel like my makeup still look a bit more glowy than I would want my makeup to look like, because my skin is so oily. I want something that natural to matte finish, especially when it comes to my complexions. I want to keep my oil at bay. This one will push my expectations in terms of glowiness to the edge, and I don't know how to feel about it. I have not used it long enough to test the benefit, the effect of this product as a skincare product, but I have to verify that this product doesn't break my skin out. So the last time when I mentioned that during that period of time when my skin was breaking out really bad, that was I first introduced this product into my skincare lash makeup routine. But then later on, when my skin tried to recover from that breakout and I continued to use this one, basically as a primer, not as a skincare product, I feel like it helps just a little bit. This is not my primary niacinamide serum at the moment, so I feel like, oh, it's inconsequential to the list that I don't feel like it continues to break my skin out. I don't feel like it's like the major contributor to my skin healing process. So I think I don't quite nominate it as the best primer, the best glowy serum-y primer that I've used in my life, but I will continue to use it as my skincare. You know, like niacinamide serum, because that's a core active ingredient in my skincare routine. I would want to try to use this as a skincare product rather than as a makeup product because of the finish. But I love the packaging. I love just the feeling of using this product. And the next product is this Bronze Balm. This is a sheer bronzer. Once again, I haven't checked how to pronounce the name of the shade. Maybe I should do it right now. I was right about this is a place, a name of a place. It's pronounced Seine. It's after Seine River in France. Is that correct? Yes, in France. I enjoy playing with this bronzer a lot. Like at first when I hear, oh, sheer bronzer, and I've seen many people applying this bronzer on YouTube, and in the videos it appeared to be very, very sheer, and it's like a really balmy, kind of like a solid versions of like bronzing drops, you know, that kind of like very sheer, soak in your face right away kind of finish. And I thought that might not be the finish for me, but when I try it, it easily one of the easiest to apply bronzer that I ever tried. Like it shears, but the finish is very natural and very glowy. This is an exception in terms of glowiness that I want on my face, because when I do a makeup, no makeup, or like a lighter makeup look like this, I would want a bronzer that doesn't look too contouring, that doesn't look too bold, or doesn't look too orange. And this is the exact bronzer that I would want for those look. And the colors, it does look a bit warm when I swatch it, or like when I look at it when I first applied it, it does look quite orange and warm. But this shade, when it's blended out, it's very, very natural. It look like it has this slight yellow undertone that like match right away to my actual skin undertone. That's why the finish plus the undertone is like something of my skin, just better. So I do really enjoy working with this bronzer. And finally, this is the last product that I got from Dior for marriage this time. This is the signature lip in the shade Baby. I'm not wearing it right now, but I think this is so far my favorite product. Arguably, it's definitely the lip color, the lip product that has a color that's unique and beautiful enough that I've tried in 2024, and it's
it's muted, it's neutral, and it has this level of grunginess and purpleness in the color itself that make it so nuanced and make it so interesting. It's the color of my lips just a little bit enhanced, and it draws attention to my lips. When I am not wearing any makeup, those are the times that I notice my lips look almost like perfect, like, oh, I'm not wearing anything on my face, but then something on my lips that look very perfected, very polished, very like, oh, I am not putting any effort to make myself look good, but somehow there's some sophistications to balance all of the blemishes to the rest of my face. And sometimes people say like, I think this is trend, or like I heard it somewhere on YouTube that if you're wearing nothing and you wear a red lipstick, your skin will look more even because every tension is drawn right now to your bold lips. I have to test that theory out. Like I don't quite think why a red lips, like a bold red lips, could do such things. But to me, if I want to do a version of that theory to myself and make it customized to my preference, I definitely would want this kind of color, and specifically this formula on my lips, because it has a satin blurring finish. It's lightweight enough to feel comfortable. I don't say that it feel like nothing on your lips. I feel a little bit, but it had this like cream but matte enough. I'm not sure if to you that descriptions would recall something comfortable, but to me that's the exact formulation, the exact weight on my lips to feel the most comfortable. I don't want something that's too glossy or too satiny, too creamy. I want something that's a bit powdery, a little bit matte, something in between. And I feel like the texture, the color, the feeling of this lipstick is so perfect, let alone the packaging. This is so exquisite, and surprisingly, not surprisingly, like I would say surprisingly, this bag feels really nice. It's kind of like a corduroy texture, but I've seen a lot of people owning this makeup bag already, and I've been wanting to have a makeup bag like this. So far, the feeling and the luxury sensations, the physical sensations of using this makeup bag is so nice, and I really enjoy it. Just like a special touch to this order, and I'm excited to maybe place another in the future and try more Merit products, because I will myself give this experience with this brand for the first time. This is like first impressions on a whole brand. I would give Merit an 8.5 out of 10 for this try. I mean, I try to have a variety of products. I try to pick the one that suit my skin the best, and I try to make sure that these products, when I use them, I would eventually like them. I try to rationalize that into my decision of picking the shades and picking the product. That's why I feel like I'm satisfied with these decisions and this experience. And like I said, there will be more Merit products that I will and could try in the future. I'm not sure what yet, but I am excited. I hope you enjoyed this video. This is a long video. Once again, cloudy, and hopefully we'll see each other again.